Words cannot describe how pissed I am from this ballgame. Words cannot describe it. How, in God's name, do you come out with that type of pathetic effort 2 nights in a row? 2 nights. You got blown out last night. You get blown out tonight. 15-7. And credit this. In the past 6 games against the Braves, we outscored by 60-20. 60-20. Yeah. That just shows you how much better the Braves are than us. That just shows you. But with this type of effort, they're not even trying. They're not even trying to be competitive. I would have been fine with this series even if we lost the games. Just show some type of competitive effort. Show that you're in these ball games. Show it. They didn't show a lick of it in these first 2. And don't give me the crap that, they fought back and late in this ball game, they fought back to make it a closer deficit. No, I don't want to hear that. Because those runs at the end of the ball game when it was already like 15-1, I don't value those runs. JT Realmuto hits a home run. Whoopee. Sean Rodriguez hits a home run. Oh boy. Then Andrew Knapp gets 2 RBIs. Okay, who the hell cares? Who cares? Because it doesn't matter a lick when you're getting blown out 15-1 through the first 4 or 5 innings. It doesn't matter. When your starting pitching is going out there, giving you a terrible outing, putting you in a terrible position in this ball game. And also granted that the offense just goes dead silent when we face the Braves. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable how much we struggle going against this team. Are we too afraid to face this team? Is the pressure getting to us? Because on paper, we should not be playing like this. We should not be playing like this whatsoever. We have the talent to at least be competitive. We have the talent. And the question is the pressure getting to these guys? Was the expectations for this team too much? Did we expect too much? And as a fan base, I say we have the right to expect as much because our team on paper is better than what they're producing on the field. We have guys like Gene Segura, JT Realmuto, Rhys Hoskins, Bryce Harper. We have guys throughout this lineup that can do damage. Credit our pitching staff is hot garbage besides Aaron Nola. It's literally just a coin flip besides him. And also Gabe Kapler has just been... It's just been old Gabe Kapler of last year during this stretch. Doesn't want to use certain bullpen guys over a few stretches because, like, say, Nick Pivetta, he doesn't want to use him 2 nights in a row because he hasn't been used to the bullpen since he's been a starter. Hell, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? And just the offense in general, like I said, is the pressure just getting too much to these guys? Is the pressure too much? A lot of our guys in this lineup underachieving, just incredibly underachieving. Guys like JT Realmuto, Gene Segura who played in Seattle for the past few years, playing in a place that's not as much pressure as you'd say playing in Philadelphia. The Seattle Mariners did not have any expectations to make the playoffs. JT Realmuto playing with Miami for his entire career. No expectations throughout that team at all. They both come to the Phillies, and they're underachieving throughout their career stats. Were the expectations too high for us? Did we set the bar too high? Or is the bar exactly where it's supposed to be, and everyone's underachieving? They're not playing up to standards. I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to go with the latter that this whole team is underachieving. Rhys Hoskins in that 4-hole. Granted, he does get a lot of walks, but he hasn't been that clutch hitter. The power hasn't been there for Rhys Hoskins. And the same could be said for Bryce Harper. But I'm not blaming majority of this on Bryce Harper. Because even though he's having a pretty solid season, he's our best hitter with runners in scoring position. He's hitting like MVP Bryce Harper when there's runners on base. But still, it's just this offense as a whole. They should be better. They should be good enough, but they're just not doing it. They're not producing like they're good enough. And these guys are. We know these guys are capable of doing it. They just don't. And I don't know the answer of why. Is it I'm just going to go for the fact that it's underachieving. Because we all know these guys are better than this. But then we go to the pitching staff. Like I said, it's literally a coin toss. Besides Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola can go out there every fifth day, give you a nice, good quality outing. But then who else do you got? Jake Arrieta, who's probably going to go down as one of the worst team signings in history. Zach Eflin, who has forgotten how to pitch, feeling heavy. I'm pretty sure he felt heavy tonight because he absolutely stunk. Vince Velasquez. Never know what you're going to get out of him. Mostly he's going to stink. Nick Pivetta, who's been sent to the minors, brought back up, now is in the bullpen. Drew Smyly, even though his first outing with the Phillies was really good, but we only have one outing out of Drew Smyly. So we don't know what we're going to expect from him the rest of the way. We don't know. And just this series as a whole, the way we're getting crushed by the Braves throughout and through, we're nowhere close to the level of the Braves are. Because the Braves, they're going to make noise going into the playoffs. They're going to make noise. They have a good enough team. But you also got to feel for... No, actually, losing my words a little bit right there. But even the lineup tonight, they didn't have majority of their player. Well, not majority. They didn't have like 3 key players. And especially Nick Markakis, who got injured last night. Broke his wrist and he's going to be out for a while. So that's a big loss on them. But even without him in the lineup, they still did a ton of damage. A ton of damage. You got Ronald Acuna Jr. going 2 for 5. 1 walk, 3 RBIs, 2 runs. Ozzie Albies goes 1 for 6, but he hit a big grand slam in his ball game. Freddie Freeman goes 1 for 1, but he walks 4 times, scores 3 runs. Josh Donaldson 3 for 6. Duvall 3 for 5. Flowers 1 for 5. Inciarte 4 for 2. And the pitcher as well, Fried, he went 2 for 3. This whole lineup, they have threats throughout the entire lineup. And you can say the same thing about the Phillies. They have threats throughout the entire lineup. But they're just not up to par with the Braves. The Braves are just better. And this series just proves it. The Braves are a way better team. But there's also, on paper, for the Philadelphia Phillies, on paper, we are good. I wouldn't say as good as the Braves, but we are good enough to be competitive. We are good enough to be competitive. And they're not doing it. Everyone on this team, every single one of them, is underachieving. Maybe not guys like Scott Kingery, but there are a good amount of guys on this lineup underachieving. Gene Segura, JT, I would even say Bryce to an extent is mostly underachieving. Even though there's a lot of good from Bryce Harper this season, you can say some of it's also he's underachieving just because of the average. But I'm not going to solely blame it on Bryce Harper. And going into this season, we all knew the pitching staff was going to be the downfall of this team. And it's coming to a reality. Even though we like to blame the offense a lot for being very inconsistent, would it be different if we had an actual consistent pitching staff besides Aaron Nola? If our pitching staff was good, or just even decent, would we have a better record than we have now? I don't know. And you can blame the front office for that, for not addressing the pitching staff, for not addressing the pitching rotation. You could just blame that because they decided, oh, we're going to keep these 5 guys going into the season and we'll be fine. Well, it's coming back to haunt them. It is coming back to haunt them badly. Can't just keep throwing out Aaron Nola every 5th day and expect the other guys to do the same as Aaron Nola. Because Aaron Nola is really the only hope we got. And he's on the mound tomorrow, and it gives me a slither of hope, but still. There's just like... just this series as a whole right now. And I don't blame fans for the anger that they feel, because I'm with them. I don't blame fans if they want to leave this garbage throughout the middle of the game. And I'm still surprised watching the game. There's still fans staying there. But even though you're even forcing little kids, the Phillies, forcing little kids to throw home run balls back onto the field when you hit a home run. That just shows that you're losing the fan base badly. You are losing the fan base badly. And we all have a right to be frustrated with this team because they put us through all of this frustration. Because we know they're better than this. We know they can be competitive with the Braves. Not to the Braves extent, but like, you know what I mean. They have the pieces to be at least competitive. Not showing that garbage what they put out on the field today, in this past series. They are more competitive than that. They are more better than what they're showing us right now. And to put up this pathetic effort 2 nights in a row, you're nowhere close to what the Braves are. Because they smack us every time we face them. And that's reality. We're nowhere close to where the Braves are. But we should be at least competitive. And we're not showing that at all. Putting up piss poor effort each and every time we face against a division rival. Or even a good team in general. We haven't beat a team above 500 since the end of May. So, is the pressure getting to this team? Was the pressure we set, was the bar too high? I don't know. But this team should be at least competitive. Enough. They should be. So, we have Nola on the mound tomorrow. I'm going to this ball game tomorrow, so let's see if tomorrow I'll be pissed or at least decent, happy enough that maybe Nola did a good job. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what to expect for tomorrow, even with Nola on the mound. I don't know. So, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.